Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the session of the Joint Committees of Government Operations and Fiscal Policy and the Education and Culture Committee. We have two CIP projects that we are going to be reviewing today. We have Councilmember Mink virtual. I believe Councilmember Friedson will join us in a bit, and we are also joined by Councilmember Lukey. So we're going to jump in, but I want to ask my co-chair if he has anything to say before we turn it over to staff.
No, we can jump in.
All right, Mr. Mia, it's your turn.
All right, good morning. In its January CIP transmittal, the executive is recommending two projects for the Joint Committee's review. One is the only community building project, which is actually an FY25 amendment, which I'll get into more detail later. And the other CIP amendment is the only infants and toddler program site improvements at Rosa Parks Middle School. So I'll stop there, see if the department has any opening remarks, and we can go into more detail. Okay. All right. First, turning to page 2 of your packet. This is the only community building. I just want to note that the a revised packet was issued yesterday afternoon to reflect the correct address. So, for those watching, the Sandy Spring Bank is not going anywhere. The correct address is 17. Yeah. The correct address is 17831, which is actually a former site of a Capital One retail branch. So that's the site that the county is purchasing to create a civic site or community center for the only community. The FY25 amendment is it's not a supplemental appropriation. It's simply creating the project in our CIP this year. That will allow DGS to go forward and finish the acquisition of the property, at which point renovations will occur afterwards. Barring that, there are no significant issues. The funding source is state aid. We will know more on that award in April when the General Assembly closes the session. Beyond that, Council staff is recommending approval.
Anything from DGS?
David Dice, Director, Department of General Services. Nothing to add. I think the staff package is pretty clear. We'll come back and renovate the building at a later date, but this is necessary in order to secure signed agreements pending state aid.
Cool. Any Councilmember Lukey?
Yeah, first I just want to thank David and Greg for all of their collaborative work as we, this has been a long-standing project, and originally it was anticipated that the community space would be part of the only police satellite station that we received state funding for. And then once we got into the design and the requirements and everything, realized that that wasn't going to work in that space. And thank you to Senator Zucker for his ongoing work with us to help secure additional funding to purchase this bank building so that we can have both the civic space and the satellite station as functioning parts of that heart of the only community.
Great. All right. Seeing no other questions or comments, without objection, we'll agree to the staff recommendation.
Oh, and just to add, this will go to full council on April 1st. So at that point, we expect the amendment to be approved, and that'll allow the department to go forward. The next project for the Joint Committee's review is the only infants and toddlers program site improvements. This is specifically at Rosa Parks Middle School. There are other sites in other locations around the county. The Rosa Parks Middle School location is about 20 years old. It's about 7,000 square feet of office, classroom, and support space. The last year's state capital budget did program funding $250,000 for the renovations of the space, and so this project is being created for FY26, and will, if approved, will support that renovation.
Okay. DGS have anything to add? All right. Council Vice President Giwando?
Yep, just say briefly that really excited about this. I mean, this serves a really, really important population, and it's needed some love, and want to thank MCPS and HHS and DGS for the partnership here, and this will start next year, right? And do you have a sense of timeline?
This is an MCPS project. DGS is functioning sort of as a pass-through on this, so it's we're not completely sure at this point what the definitive MCPS schedule is. Should be next year.
Yeah, I think it came up a little bit in when we had an ENC committee, but I'll make sure we check on timeline with them. But thank you, Madam President.
Thank Thank you. Councilmember Lukey, anything to add on this one?
No, just ditto. Very excited to see this moving forward.
All right, without committee objection, we will move this forward to full council.
And that is it.
All right, well, then this joint committee session is ended. In 23 minutes, we will be back here for government operations and fiscal policy. So thank you, everyone.